everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression review of the Chi Chi Fabulous and Flawless foundation. This is the new formula of this foundation. I think they must have been getting complaints about this foundation oxidizing on people, and on the box it did say that it was reformulated so that it doesn't oxidize at all. So we will see about that, won't we? Now I'm going to prime on one half of my face, but I will be applying this just with the Chi Chi Beauty sponge. And the reason for that is I do not like applying my foundation with a brush anymore. I cannot get over this sponge. Another awesome thing about this sponge is that it is from Chi Chi, so it's really accessible for you Australian and New Zealand girls, and they do ship internationally on their website as well. So I got this in the shade 3.8 Nude, which is fair skin with yellow undertones, which I don't know, because it should match my tan. I did like match it in store. So this is the foundation on a little tin. As you can see, it's not really that runny. So I'm just taking a little bit of MAC Prep and Prime, and this is just their skin base. And I do want to mention that this has a heavy rose scent, which I've noticed in a few of the other Chi Chi products. So if you don't like heavily scented items, maybe go have a swatch in store and give it a sniff just to see if you will like it or not. This is one really light layer, but it's used up 2 pumps on just the side of my face. And yeah, it's really light. It's almost like a sheer consistency, like it shears out. It's definitely not thick on the skin. It's really quite strange, and it's not really a lot of coverage. I don't know, maybe light to medium. I don't know, like I was really expecting like way more coverage from this, like completely flawless coverage. So that's this side done. So the redness around my nose is still quite intense. My under eyes are still like, oh, quite intense, but it hasn't sunk into my pores, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm just going to add a bit more down here just to see if it is buildable. So this is what it looks like with more product. I think it has added a tiny bit more coverage, but now it's got the look of double wear on the skin. You know what I mean? Like not overly cakey, but you can see it's like dry and a bit thicker in that area of my face, as opposed to here it looks completely natural. So you can build it up to add a tiny bit more coverage. So now I'm just going to put on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I finished my makeup and that literally took me like 40 minutes because I was watching YouTube videos whilst I was putting my makeup on. But anyway, that's not the point. My makeup went on so beautifully over this foundation. I definitely noticed that. Like everything blended really well with this foundation. I did add concealer and set under my eyes, but I haven't powdered the rest of my face. And I have spritzed myself with a bit of setting spray just to, you know, make my highlight pop. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how it wears throughout the day because it really feels like it's stuck there. I feel like it might rub off a little bit, but other than that, I guess we'll find out. So it is now 10:15, so I'll be back in a few hours. Okay guys, so it is now 3:30, so it's been about 5.5 hours. And as you can see, I've got a sheen through my T-zone as per usual. Yeah, it's definitely oily. Sorry, I'm laughing because I can see like a scratch where I've obviously like scratched my head, and so there's like a line where I've scratched my head. It's just like taken all the makeup off, but it hasn't rubbed or anything down the sides of my face, although maybe it does look like it's rubbed a little bit here. I didn't find that it oxidized at all, like I can't really tell. Oh my gosh, I think it has rubbed off quite a bit there. So I'm just going to take my tissue. You can use blotting sheets if you have blotting sheets. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills banana powder right here, and I'm going to put that through my T-zone. It didn't like crease or go super weird under my eyes, like my under eyes still look quite nice, because sometimes foundation will wear away in that area on me. I feel so much better now that that oil is gone. So now that my face is back to normal, I'll be back at the end of the night to see how it looks. Okay guys, it is now 7:30 almost, so it's been about 9.5 hours of me actually wearing this foundation and 4 hours since I last checked in. So it's kind of back to going oily, except it's way oilier than it was when I first checked in at 3 o'clock. So yeah, I've just gone ahead and buffed it back in, and it just kind of makes it go back to normal once you buff it in a bit. But overall it's like completely rubbed off on the side of my face, and that's partly because it was already partly rubbed off when I checked in at 3 o'clock, but then my daughter was like rubbing my face and just kind of it all came off. It's not transfer proof and it will rub off. I don't know, overall I think I'm just really surprised at the finish and everything. Like, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I thought that this foundation was like an intense, like flawless coverage, like foundation, but it's not. It's a sheer medium coverage. Like, it's not incredibly long lasting, and it did get quite oily. In my T-zone. The colour was nice. I don't know, just for a product that was completely raved about, I am a little bit disappointed, but I do think it's a very good everyday foundation, especially if, you know, you're not looking to have like a super flawless base. I love that it's completely matte, but it still makes your skin look very natural. So that's all for this video. I would probably give this foundation like a maybe like a 2.5 out of 5 stars. It's a very average foundation. I think that it is, you're naked. I think that it's a fine foundation. It's very easy to get a hold of. It's easy to apply. I love that they've extended their colour range, and I think that the colour that I got was a really good match for my tan. What else do I think? I don't know. I think I'm just disappointed at the amount of shine in the centre of my face. But again, I can easily just powder that at the beginning of the day to kind of alleviate that. So if you have tried this foundation, let me know what you think in the comments section. I would love to hear whether or not this product has worked really awesome for you, or if you were kind of like me and we're a little bit disappointed overall with this foundation. So thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!